Okay, in this video, we're going to talk about OpenPyXL. We need to sort of download and install it. We're not going to do it the same way we installed Python or Sublime Text or the Git Bash terminal. We're going to install this from the command terminal, from the command prompt that we just looked at in the last video, from our Git Bash terminal. So I've opened up Sublime Text, and before we do that, let's just create a quick file that we're going to start writing our code in. So if you forgot how to open Sublime Text, just go to your Windows Start menu and start to type in Sublime. A little icon should pop right up. You can go ahead and click it, and this is what you should see, or something like this. If this doesn't appear, go ahead and go File, New File. You can see there we are. So let's come up here and go to File, Save As, and we now want to navigate to that directory we created in the last video. So I'm going to come down here to this PC, and then scroll down until you see our C drive. And then we save that directory as excel-python. And you see there it is. So let's double click that. And then inside of here, let's name this file hello.py, right? So make sure you put .py at the end of that. That lets our computer know this is a Python file. So all Python programs end in .py. So, okay, we can go ahead and save that. And now when we do anything on here, you can see the color changes. And this is Sublime Text sort of doing programming type stuff. So that's the nice thing about a text editor, a coding text editor. The colors will change as you type different types of code, which makes sort of keeping track of everything in your program a lot easier. And we'll get into all that later. So, okay, we've got our hello.py file. And before we do anything, I mentioned earlier, we need the OpenPyXL library. And that's the thing that's going to handle all the stuff behind the scenes for us and allow us to connect to our Excel file and grab data and pull it out of there and use it in our Python program. It's then going to allow us to take whatever we did in our Python program and sort of move it back over to our Excel spreadsheet and save it there. It's the thing that sort of connects everything. So that doesn't come with Python. We actually have to install that separately, and we need to do that from the terminal. So head back over to your Git Bash terminal. Hopefully it's still open. Hopefully you're in this C/excel-python directory, and hopefully your virtual environment has been turned on. If it's not, go back through the same steps that we did in the last video. Go to cd/c excel-python, like that, and then go, let's see, source virt scripts activate to make sure your virtual environment has been turned on. Like I said, ours was already turned on, so we don't have to do that. But if it wasn't for you, those are the two steps you need to go through to get back to this place and be where you need to be. So now we need to install the OpenPyXL library. And we do that using something called pip. PIP stands for Python Installation Program. And first we can see what has already been installed in our virtual environment. So we can type pip freeze to sort of freeze everything and show us what's been installed. And you can see nothing is returned because we haven't installed anything yet in our virtual environment. This is brand new. We just created this thing in the last video. There's nothing in there yet. So let's go ahead and clear the screen. So let's go ahead and install this thing. So let's go pip install OpenPyXL. And it's all one word, OpenPyXL, right? So then hit enter, and it's going out, grabbing all the stuff and installing it for us, and boom, it's done. Now, if you're on Mac or Linux, you might have to do pip3 install OpenPyXL. But if you're on Windows, it's just pip install OpenPyXL. Just like that. So, okay, let's go ahead and clear this screen. And now let's go pip freeze again. And now we see several things have been installed. There's OpenPyXL version 3.0.5. If these version numbers change by the time you watch this video, no big deal. Just whatever the latest version is, probably fine. And we've also got this Excel file thing, XML file, and this GDCal thing. Now, I don't know what any of these things are. It really doesn't matter. It's just dependencies that OpenPyXL needs in order to run. So basically, it's gone out and gotten everything it needs. It's installed it for us in our virtual environment, and we're good to go. Now, like I said, we're in our virtual environment, which means these things have only been installed in that virtual environment, in our virt thing right here. So if we were to deactivate this and type pip freeze again, none of these things would show up. They only exist in this virtual environment, which is the whole reason why we want a virtual environment. That's the reason why you use virtual environments, so that you can install things like this just in that little virtual environment, so that you can use it just for that project, right? So, okay, that's really all there is to it. So I think that's all for this video. In the next video, we'll jump in and start writing our first program.